essentially all my life. I really started songwriting at like 7, maybe, something like that. And I've always like loved poetry, writing creatively. It's, I am a Pisces, so, I love being creative. And I mean, it's one of those things where I always knew I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that I wanted to do it. So, trying to live my dream, trying to just make as much music as I can.
Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna roll that back again just because I had a technical glitch on the recording from my end. So I'm going to start all over again. Sorry about that. So welcome to welcome to Probe the Act on Deepstuff TV with a singer and a songwriter, a lovely singer and a songwriter all the way from Halifax, UK, Destiny K. So how are you doing today, Destiny K?
Doing really good. It's a really exciting day today.
Yeah. So how did you get started in music?
I started doing music when I was a little child. Been singing all my life. I also kind of have a memory of me like singing on a glass table. Don't do that, by the way. It's not good. But I just loved singing ever since I was like just very little. I remember writing my first songs at like 7. It was just a way for me to express my emotions and express my feelings. And as a Pisces, gotta be creative. And creative writing, poetry, songwriting is always something I've wanted to do. So music is like, that's why, I call myself Destiny, because music is my destiny.
All right. Is that where the name came from?
Yeah. So the K is just like from my last name, just like keep it in. Yeah. But Destiny is because music really is my destiny.
Yeah, brilliant. So have you ever been in a band?
No, not in an official band. I've played in bands before. Well, not played, I've sang in bands, but I've never been in one.
No. And what were your ambitions when you first started music?
I think I've always had the same ambitions of just empowering people. When I first started, it was just very like express myself, and I've always been like a bit of a diva, not like in a mean way, but like I've always loved performing and showing people like my art, and I wanted people to relate to it. And then as I grew up, my biggest ambition was to help trauma survivors and help people to be empowered and be confident, because many people struggle.
Right. So how would you explain the kind of music that you do to somebody that has never heard you sing before, heard any of your materials?
Right. I usually go with pop electronic. I like to explore within like genres, like EDM, things like that. Yeah. But I like to make every single song unique in like a different structure, add something that hasn't been done before. And I know like that's like a common thing, but I truly think that my structures and my lyricism is unique. They put it together, and every part of a song is a story.
Yeah. So do you have any original songs out? Have you made any original?
Yeah, I have my first one, which was Nobody Listens, that I released last year, 2019. That was a great experience, and ever since then, though, I have been finding out so much more about the music industry, finding out kind of like how everything works.
Yeah.
So then I released Ignite the Light, which was actually written before that, but it was mainly just because I kind of thought, why not? Yep. And then came Someday, which was this year in August, and that was super exciting. It was something that I worked on for months, and it came out exactly how I wanted it to. And then today was released Christmas Alone, my newest Christmas song, which is so exciting. Yeah, the response has been really nice. Like people are like sending me DMs and telling me that they really like it, so that's great.
Yeah. So what if you had to pick a genre for your music, what would you pick?
Pop electronic, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you said it before. So what are most of your songs about?
The ones that I am planning to release are all about empowerment and recovery. That's my main focus, is people finding themselves, people finding confidence within themselves and thinking, I can do this. Because I went on a very long journey from being really, really depressed to being confident and being able to like go out there and, you know, face my own mental health issues. And I'm just really passionate about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's a great achievement to be able to, you know, pull yourself out of a dark place, isn't it? I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying it in a bad way, but it, you know, it does happen, don't it?
Yeah.
Where, you know, you find yourself in a place where, you know, you lose interest in most things in life, and to be able to come out of it and, you know, be doing what you're doing, it's really inspiring, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and that's what, like, because I look at other artists and I'm like, wow, like this person has inspired me so much.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I want to be an inspiration for other people because I want to write about things that haven't been written about.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. So what are your, talking about inspiration, what are your sources of inspiration?
Well, when I was growing up, it was mainly like Selena Gomez and Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, you know, the big artists.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the vocalists, but now like growing up and like analyzing everything, I love a lot of small artists.
Yeah.
Like Mothika is a big one. She writes about addiction, and it's really inspiring, like hearing someone's story and really resonating with someone. But the thing is that because I want to be an inspiration to other people, because no one has written about childhoods, like traumatic childhoods.
Yeah.
And I've never heard that being written about before, which is why I want to be the person that all the people needed when I was a child.
Yeah. Yeah. So is it what you write? Is it mainly originals, or have you written any covers?
I release covers all the time, mainly on Instagram. I started on YouTube, but then I went on Instagram and I usually post mashups, acapellas, like, you know, putting two songs together, like doing like an album mashup type of thing, or just a normal cover. Usually they're like quite short, but I like to focus on original music.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. So, you know how most artists, some write to the beat and some write from the beat. Does that make sense? So some would sit down, have a listen to, you know, a guitar chord or a piano, and they can come up with a song. And some would write a song and then go to look for a beat that fits the song. What's that process for you? Would you like me to repeat that? Can you hear me?
Sorry, you got out a bit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was just saying, some artists would write from the beat. So they'd play a guitar chord or something, and or some would play a piano, or for rap artists, they'll listen to an instrumental and they start writing to it. And some would have a written out lyrics, and then they'd go to look for a beat to build around it. What's that process for you?
I like to go both approaches, but if I could choose, I definitely say I like to write everything from scratch. I used to write on piano, but I'm not that good. Like I can do something basic, but I found that it really limited me because I didn't have so much knowledge. So now I write everything a cappella. I record a cappella demos and I store them in my files, and then I work with a producer to produce around it, because it means that I have full creative control. And when I write a song, I know exactly what I want it to sound like. But I can write to beats, which I have done before, and I have like some releases planned to that as well.
Wow, that's probably the hardest form of writing, isn't it? Because the producer really has to listen to what you've got and come up with something to work to fit around it, don't it? I mean, that's quite a skill to have. So what would be your greatest fears for the future?
Ooh, well, I guess, I mean, failure is always at the back of my mind. Yeah. And because I can get super anxious sometimes, you know, I'll have like irrational fears, but I don't like to think about fears.
No.
Because they only hold me back. And at the end of the day, I know I'm going to be okay. And I know I'm going to pick myself back up.
Yeah.
So I kind of think more positively, because I feel like if I start thinking of failures, I'm just going to fail.
Yeah.
And then I'll overthink, and then it will be just a lot of negative emotions. So
I get you. Yeah, it's better. It always helps to keep a positive mental attitude, isn't it? It just be positive. So this is the point where you get to tell us where we can find your materials, so, and social media outlets as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on YouTube, I'm just Destiny K, and then on all the platforms, I'm either Destiny K or Destiny K Music. I'm at Destiny K Music on Instagram, Destiny K on YouTube, Destiny K on Spotify, and all other platforms.
So name one of your songs that you really like at the moment.
Well, I would say right now, Christmas Alone, since it's so new. For the Christmas season, I try to make it old and new.
Yeah.
So new sound, but also old elements. So it's kind of timeless.
Wow.
So
yeah, I really like it. Well, I'm sure that it'll sound very good when I have a listen to it. But I have had the privilege of listening to some of your materials, and I was blown away, especially the video for a cover song that you did. That is beautiful. I love the colors in it. Yeah. So this is the point. This is concluding.
Thank you. I always love the colors.
Yeah, it worked very well for you. It worked really well. I watched it and it looked so professional. Honestly, I was blown away. So well done. So this is the point where you give shout out to anybody at all. Go for it. You're welcome. So this is the point where you give, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. I think. Sorry, I'm so indecisive. I'll give a shout out. I think I'll give a shout out to the small artist at Mothica, and because she inspires me so much. And let's go with let's go with at Mahima Jayal. She's extremely talented, and she's another small artist that I follow. And
Is that it? Are you still there?
Oh, I don't know one.
All right.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. I don't know. I think the connection went. Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Yeah.
I can hear you. It's
all
fine.
Right. Yeah. All right. So I've been dRem TGI, and we've had a lovely guest on the show today, Destiny K, all the way from Halifax, originally from Poland. So that to mention that as well, so we can get the Polish fans in as well. So you've been watching and listening to Probe the Act on Deepstuff TV. Have a lovely week now.